What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Jote Lion here, and today it's the Sports Money Plays video. I'd like to say thank you for watching this channel. I really appreciate it, and I honestly, one way I actually make a lot of some money, give or take, is when I'm trying to figure out how to turn very little money into very large amounts of money, very and most of the people will have to do it very quickly. You have to think that you got to put a lot of money in the sports book or parlay the hell out of everything to make some money. But if you grind, the grind is where you're probably, if you know what you're doing and you got a good winning percentage, you will make money over the long term more than you would do the short term. Now, whatever I say, I know people were like, that's chump change. But you know what? With everything going on, and this, I would rather lose $2 to $3 than lose $100. So it's one of those things that if I got, but it keeps me interested in the games. It keeps me looking at a few of these items. Today we're going to be talking about some of the biggest things I'm looking at as of like tomorrow for plays and stuff of that nature. So I'm going to be taking a look at some of these games coming up on the docket on the sheet. Now I'm getting all this information, all these from a website that when I worked at the sport around a cruise terminal, a casino cruise, as a matter of fact, they had always placed this on top of a screen where you can see every single game, everything that was played. It's called donbest.com. It will give you every game that is being played today in every pretty much major market, from NBA to college basketball. And I've got bets going on right now, so that's why I'm trying to a little bit keeping up with everything I've got at this moment. But I will be looking at some of these games for like tomorrow, and we're going to be taking a look to see if we can match up a few of them. So let's dive right in. All right, let's see. We've got a few. Of course, in college basketball, we've got a tournament time. The first four into the NCAA tournament are starting tomorrow. But so basically, a lot of these games that I'm looking at, it's the only one that I kind of semi like is the North Carolina San Diego State game at 6:10 p.m. tomorrow. It's, to me personally, if I was to bet $100, and I had only $100 to play with now, unfortunately I don't right now, but if I had $100 to play with, this is how I would literally probably spend my money. I would actually start breaking it down to where I want at least 10 games, or at least 9 games actually. And we're going to say if we have to do a spread, the benchmark is the -110 that's the payout ratio. For every $11 you spend, or $110 you spend, you make $100 of profit. So we're going to break it down to $11 per bet. That gives us 9 out of $100. That gives us 9 bets. We'll be able to figuratively show you what I mean. Now, I'm looking at these games. North Carolina, San Diego State. It's looking at me like it's North Carolina is favored by 5 with the over-under 142.5. Now, everybody, for those that don't know anything about sports betting, 142.5 basically means the combined total of the game has to go either over or under that number to be literally a number on that screen. Now, we're looking at it. San Diego State is in the tournament. They are basically, they barely got into the tournament. So we're gonna, and North Carolina lost to Duke in their tournament. So we're going to try to figure out, we're trying to read. I know these two teams are pretty good. let's just put it down here, and I'm going to call it right now. Let's see if I'm actually right. So if we're going to throw $11 to make 10 of profit. Now, before I get into this, on my sportsbook app, I'm actually just betting 10 cents, 20 cents, and stuff like that, trying to grind back up so I can actually have $100 to do this. I know it's small numbers, but this is how I would bet if I had $100 to, and always bet responsibly. Never sacrifice more than you can lose in any kind of situation. But we're looking at, I want to say, I would have to take North Carolina minus the 5 points. Hopefully they get they go early, but we also are going to put $11 on the, I want to say, we're going to put $11 on the under in that game. I want to do the under in that game. So that gives us about $22 on that game total. So basically, if I lose one and I gain the other, I only lose $1 from my, I gain $21 off a $22 bet. I only lose $1. So that game, I'm going to go the under. And you heard it here on me first. This is my best guess. I'm just doing some guesses, telling you something like of what I normally do. Okay, now those are my two bets for college. Those are the only ones I like. Now NBA's got 4 games. Now 4 games. Looking at the matchups, you got Atlanta, Charlotte. You got Brooklyn, Boston. You've got Milwaukee, Golden State. And you've got Cleveland and the Clippers. Oh, man, these are some tough ones. But you know what? I think I get another guarantee, and I'm going to put $22 on this game. I'm going to actually put double my down on this one. So $22 to get $20 on Cleveland minus 3.5. So we're going to do that one. We're going to go Cleveland minus 3.5. Just because the fact is, Clippers, even though they're at home, I would say that I really haven't seen the Clippers do too well recently. And basically, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be an interesting matchup because Cleveland is a dominant force. Really no stars on the team, but they are good together. They've been number 1 in the East all year, and this is without LeBron James. I know everybody associates him with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the fact is this is without LeBron. They are actually doing spectacular this year. They were on a very hot streak at the beginning of the year, right around about a 14, 15, I think maybe even 19-game winning streak. But I will tell you this, it's going to be an interesting game on this particular matchup. So that one's going to be very, very interesting, I'm going to tell you. Now, so we already got 4 of the 9 units. And usually when I bet on units. I bet, okay, if it's a plus number, I want to spend about 1 unit to make whatever it gives me. If it's a negative number, I want to try to get 1 unit worth of profit. And when I say units, I mean we're doing the $10 thing. So for minus 110 or minus 110 to get $100, 1 unit would be the $100. You have to spend 1.1 units to earn 1 unit of profit. Now, that's why we're spending $11 or $22 to get the $2 worth. That's how the sports books work. That's how the VIG works. So, We're going to take a look at some other games. No at 310, and I'm actually going to take this one. This is a 1 unit. They even show it to take this one bet. We are taking the World Series champions because whether you are like it or not, baseball season is just around the corner, and they always do at least 2 games in like a foreign country. This year, I think it's in Japan. They got 2 games in Japan at 3:10 in the morning, starting tonight, this morning. Watch some baseball over in, and these are going to be considered regular season games. Now, the full-blown regular season doesn't start until March 27th, but March 18th and 19th are the games of the games to incorporate the start, pretty much a really good start to the baseball season. Now, Dodgers, I want them on the money line. Usually when you do baseball and hockey, those one, or soccer, you're going to do those one-score games. A lot of bettors will bet the money line on this one. A lot of other people will bet the sports book, bet the spreads on a lot of the other games. We are going to take a look at this and try to figure something out because we got a lot of the Japanese pitchers that are playing on this run. We're going to take a look and see what we have. The Cubs, I'm at minus 150 on the money line. I am going to say this. With it being a regular season game, taking the Dodgers minus 150, we're going to go $30. We're going to throw $30 on there to try to get 20. So I'm writing it down. These are my picks for the day. And we're going to see by Thursday when I do another video, we're going to take a look to see how we could, what our top bets would be. So we're going to try to do a virtual thing. So now what we're looking at $74 so far spent. But then we're going to take a look at some hockey bets for tomorrow, which are the odds are up and ready to go. There is a lot of hockey games tomorrow, so we're going to try to finish out with 2 more of those little hockey bets there. At least 1 or 2 more. And like I said, I'll just write these things down. In NHL, I'm actually going to do another moneyline bet on the Washington Capitals to beat the Red Wings of Detroit. Moneyline is at negative 190, so we are going to spend $19 on that game to try to make $10. Okay, so we're looking at trying to make about $70. Yeah, with all these, I'm looking for some good underdog winners on these games. We're also going to take a look at so where are we at now? We're at 30, 60, 82, 2. I think we're just going to play those 5 tomorrow because we're looking at 82, 93. We're at $93. Unless I could find something that's like $7, which is $7 to try and make 5. So that would be about something under a 140, negative 140. And And you know what? We're going to do a preseason game of a preseason or spring training baseball game with the Philadelphia Phillies at a minus 120. So that's going to that will turn the $6 into 5. We're going to do that one. And usually, like I said, it's all trying to figure out how to manage. So we have $99 of virtual money invested. We're going to try to figure out if we can make hit my picks. There's 6 picks there. We're going to try to see if we can hit them for the game. And hopefully, by Thursday, I'll give you the results and see what we got, because we're going to take a look at some of these actions, and we're just going to say, you know what? See if we can keep my picks going and see how long we can turn 100. Now, if I had 100, I'd be actually betting these games the way I said I would, but the fact is I don't, so I got to try to grind that money to get back up there. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. We're doing my live betting for profit, basically. We're going to be working on trying to beat the sports books as well, to try to get a little extra cash to fund our projects and to fund a little bit of the goals we need to do. But while I'm at it, I'm actually just talking to you guys. Got 4 games or 4 different sports ready to go. We're going to try to see if we can make some virtual money, and hopefully if I make enough, then you probably could I'll do more research, and we could probably actually do a lot more on trying to figure out the good picks. I mean, I got some MLS soccer for Saturday. We're going to try to take some picks on that one. Okay, talk to y'all later, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to keep on working, see what we can do. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys like these kind of contents, let me know. I want to see the like and subscribe down there on the bottom of the my channel. Please let me know if you really want me to do more of these sports betting videos. Tell me which videos you like or dislike. And I know the core value is trying to flip video games and stuff for profit. We're going to try to get into the sports market, try to get that to make us some profit. We're going to try to see if we can get some financials like stocks and retirements and things, to get anything that we can get our hands on to make us some money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Joe Lion out.